I found this object made of brass on a dark wood base with a serial number stamped into it. It was just something my friend had on his desk, and we've been wondering about it for years. He bought it at a Goodwill or antique shop for its beauty and mystery. When you crank it, it lifts a pan about half an inch and then drops it back down. That seems to be its only function. You can only crank it in one direction. We're really curious about what it could be. Any ideas? It's a soil tester, specifically designed to determine the liquid limit of soils. This tool is crucial in geotechnical engineering for assessing the moisture content at which a soil transitions from a plastic to a liquid state. This particular model is straight vintage. Not only does it use a hand crank instead of a motor to turn the cam, but it also lacks a counter to keep track of the number of blows, which is typically found in more modern versions of this device. The hand crank mechanism suggests that it's from an earlier era, likely before automated processes became standard. Despite the absence of certain modern features, it remains functional for testing soil consistency. This type of soil tester was used extensively in fieldwork, as the accurate measurement of a soil's liquid limit is essential for determining its suitability for construction projects, particularly in terms of its compaction and load-bearing capacity. The old-school design of this tester offers a glimpse into the labor-intensive methods of soil analysis in earlier times. I found a set of small handheld tools in a metal box in the basement of a very old house in the Rochester area. They're rusty and don't move well, but each one seems to have a unique function. The first tool is rusty and seized, so it doesn't do anything when I try to use it. The second one, if pressed on the bottom of the handle, causes the two horizontal pieces at the top to separate. The third tool can open wider and seems to measure width, but of what exactly? And what's that movable blade at the center for? The fourth tool has arches that, when squeezed on each side, cause the bottom to pinch and pull up. It looks like all these tools are related and might be part of a set, though I'm not sure what they were used for. The tools seem to be at least 70 years old, probably from the 1950s or earlier. I'm curious what their original purpose was. Any ideas? It's a brass watchmaker's kit. The first item is a watch hand remover tool. The second item is a glass remover tool. The third item is a truing caliper. The fourth item is a Presto hand remover tool. I found a wooden box measuring about 10 by 5 by 3 centimeters, containing 3 metal cylinders, each about 2 centimeters in width. 2 of the cylinders are taller, around 4 centimeters, and 1 is shorter, around 2 to 3 centimeters. The lids of the cylinders have some sort of cross design, and one of them has an A printed on the top. 2 of the metal containers have writing on the sides, OS and SC. I'm not sure what these are, but they seem like they could be part of a set or some kind of tool. Any ideas on what these could be? It's a chrismatory. According to the Modern Catholic Dictionary, a chrismatory is a 3-compartment vessel designed to hold each of the 3 holy oils, chrism, oil of catechumens, and oil of the sick. The vessel is often inscribed with the Latin abbreviations for each holy oil. SC stands for Sacrum Chrisma, meaning Holy Chrism, the oil used for baptism and confirmation in the Catholic Church. OS stands for Olea Sanctorum, meaning oil of the holy ones, used in preparation for baptism in the Catholic Church. The A lid might be designated for the smaller container, indicating the oil used for the anointing of the sick. I found this while working on an office renovation. It's about the size of a pen, has a spring attached, and a funky color pattern on top. It looks like some sort of tension tool, but I'm not sure what it's meant for. Any ideas? It's a pen. This pen makes a great gift for any car or motorcycle enthusiast. Its design realistically mimics an actual shock absorber, compressing, just like the real thing. It also features a removable handmade acrylic cap that screws onto either end, exposing or concealing the pen point. I found this crystal pillar in a box of assorted crystal pieces, and I'm really stumped about what it's for. It has one flat spot to lay sideways and grooves along the sides. It's about 2 inches high by 3.5 inches long when sitting on its flat edges. Most of the pieces in the box were kitchen-related, but not all. There's no writing or markings except for a star design on each end. It doesn't do anything. No batteries, no lights, just sits there. Based on the flat sides, I'm assuming it's meant to sit horizontally, but that's just a guess. I searched for various types of crystal pillars, but could only find candle holders that didn't look similar. Does anyone recognize this piece, or have any ideas what it could be used for? This is a crystal knife rest, likely from Waterford. These were popular in upscale homes, often used to hold the end of the knife off the table during grand dinners. The purpose was to prevent the food-stained knife from touching the tablecloth between courses, keeping the cloth clean and neat. I found this item in a waiting room area, and it's got me curious. If you take the bottom cap off, a metal rod can rotate out, as you can see in the picture I'm holding. It seems like it has some sort of function, but I'm not sure what it's for. Does anyone recognize what this could be or what it's used for? It's a holder for newspapers, the rod clips along the fold. They're used in hotels, waiting rooms, and anywhere you'd want to keep papers and magazines tidy for guests. I found something interesting in one of our flower beds. It looks like 2 chain links with 4 rubber bands around them. The keychain-like parts are about 1 inch in diameter. On the side it says narrow and ZSC Z51. I'm stumped. Any idea what this could be? It's a fidget toy, specifically a flippy chain one. It's a small toy designed to keep your hands busy. The links are actually from a ZSC Jintai 21/24 speed bicycle chain. It seems like someone who trimmed their bike chain made a little key fob out of the extra links. I found this interesting object that apparently belonged to a jeweler from Mexico City around 1890. It's made of metal and has a slightly dull finish. I don't remember how I got it, and no one in my family knows exactly what it is, but it looks like a beautiful piece of art, intricate and unique. I'm really curious about its purpose. Anyone have any ideas what this might be? It's a leatherworker's rivet press, which functions as a leather punch. The bottom piece of the punch area seems to have remnants of leather, possibly from previous punches made with the tool. If you look underneath the moving piece, you can see that it's sharp and hollow, which allows it to punch clean holes through the leather. We recently bought a house, and while exploring the garage, we found this strange object. We have no idea what it is, but we've been using it as a rustic decoration. The lacquer is in great condition, so it's not something that's been exposed to water. We've made a few guesses, but we'd love to know exactly what it is. Any ideas? Our guess is that it's meant to wind up or wind out some type of cord or wire using the handle, but we're unsure what the hinged metal flaps are for. If anyone has an idea of what this is, please leave a comment below.